check this place out. Take the walk through here. I made that name log. I took down a cypress tree, or a bald cypress, and it was one of their favorite trees, so I made them a name log out of it. Look at this place, so nice. It's the nicest place. So nice. The little sitting spots. Oh no. Inside there, inside this, look at that. You know what that is? And then the other thing here, you can see. It's just such a nice place. Just period. It's so nice. And then here's that cypress tree. I carved it into a chair with arms. Set the ladder up so I can get up over the flowers and stuff. But yeah, here we go. This thing is a wet noodle. Look at the scars in it. Scars below me. Stay holding on. Nope. For a little longer. Last top. I'm gonna try to rig it myself. Very hot. I've been sitting here waiting for 10 minutes. Look. So, we're gonna knock the tops out of these birches. There's 4 or 5 of them there. Knock the tops out of them so that the vines can kind of spread out on them. They're dead, but they want to keep the shade, so they're gonna leave them there for the vines to sprout out across. And there'll just be a couple dead stubs there. Set the ladder up so I can get up over the flowers and stuff. But yeah, here we go. The yard, I had to go around into it, but around, back through here. And Jake had to take stuff through this tight little gate that I barely fit through, and around. Take the stuff, drop it here and here, and then go through this gate, and then take it around, then go through that little gate, then fight through there, and then take it up to the truck. So okay, so we're up on top of this, in the top of this freaking birch. This thing is a wet noodle. Look at the scars in it. Scars below me. Well, I'm headed over to that one so I can spread the rigging out between it and this one, and then I'll go free cut that one, rig this one, come back and rig this one. Okay, so I'm tied in here, DRT with the zigzag. I got my gree over there. We have one rigging piece stem there. It goes down to one there. Back goes over to this little skinny one here that I'm also tied into. We'll try to rig this here off of it right after here. Ready? What's up?
Am I just letting it run?
You're gonna have to kind of keep it tight till it gets past this little tree.
Okay.
You know, and then you can start to lower it. Try to lessen it if you can. Go ahead and lessen it, but if you can't, don't have a space, you can don't have a space. Holding on for a little longer. Just can we lift?
Yeah.
Again? There you go. Now you can lower. What's stopping it?
I don't know.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to try to put a little context to this. Originally upon arrival, I mean, it was much worse than I had originally thought. I thought there was, the oak tree had a bit of a hangover a little closer to the birch there. And that's all one tree, so it's like a quad, or I don't even know what the fifth one would be, but it's multi-dominant stem, probably 5 of them, and it just really was incredibly dead, very sketchy, and it had me worried the entire time I was doing it. There were so many obstacles up underneath me that made everything harder, and then the process of trying to keep every bit of vine that I actually could without hurting the vine, disconnecting it, then reconnecting it afterwards, it became a headache, a very big headache. So I do my best here to keep as much of them, but this wood is so rotten, it doesn't hinge. It just kind of breaks. So you can see a couple times here I try to get things to hinge and the vines hold them and I just bypass. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Tried to hinge it, but it's not working, so we bypass it and say forget it, straight cut through, let it fall. That worked in that case, but I mean, that's not ideal. You want to have full control, and this thing just wasn't working with me. I had trouble basically the whole way. Yeah, everything's sweaty. There it is. Right, couldn't get it too close to the gate, so we had to kind of put it over, kept it off the pine. A couple chunks out of this. We gotta run over here, do this, and then we got that one top left and a couple chunks of wood. Ready? Oh shit. Whoo, that yanked me. Compressed this thing so much it just sucked my line in. It's the last top we got. So, take a chunk of wood off this, get that last top, and then go over and knock that chunk of wood off. And then we're just cleaning up and done. Last top, I'm gonna try to rig it myself. So the way this works, it'll be lower here. It goes up to that one over there, down to there, and then back up to me here. See how it works. Just show the impact. All right, Jake. I just need you to come get a hold of it before I start to lower it. We should be pretty good though, I think, from what I was seeing. Very nice. All right. I thought that was gonna be, yeah, see how rotten it is?
Yeah.
The whole top just broke out of it. Dang. That is gnarly. Oh, my bad. I got so many ropes up here, I grabbed the wrong rope. Watch the little white tree. Pick her out of there. All right. Ah, nice. That was the last of the craziness. No more craziness. Now we can just make it pretty. We got enough of a mess now. All right, buddy, good job. Okay guys, so there you have it. That one went down. We just was able to squeak it through there and barely missed the like awning thing and this little dogwood and all that stuff. It was very, very, very tight. A couple chunks of wood, and then I'm gonna go down and then try to get stuff that's out and in that and clean that part up. And yeah, but that's it. Stay safe. I'll catch you on the, well, I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Very hot. I have been sitting here waiting for 10 minutes. Look. Shaky, shaky. Ooh. All right, Miss Joan, I gotta drop some wood down in there. I don't want to get you. You take your time. I'm sure I'm gonna knock a bunch more off on my way down that I'll have to get out of there anyway. I got a bunch of stuff to clean. Okie doke. She's my favorite, so she gets away with it. All right, yeah, chunks of wood. Okay, so our trek that we had to take was all the way to the truck. The trailer's over into this other yard. We had to go around into it, but around, back through here. And Jake had to take stuff through this tight little gate that I barely fit through, and around. And then you have this thing. So the deal here, let me explain. So they I got my ears lowered. Huh? I didn't realize there was sawdust all over it. My bad. So if you look at it from here, she was absolutely crushed that she had to lose this tree. It opened up way too much space. She didn't want her neighbors being able to see through. She wants all the privacy. So what we did was knock the tops off everything, and then we strung the vines. What I did is I separated the vines, took them out of the tops, let them hang down, and then strung them back up throughout the tree after I got the tops cut out. So after I got back down, then I took my poles and lifted it and hooked it all back up in there. Some of it was still there, like on that back spar, but the rest up through here. And yeah, we strung the vines back up throughout the tree, and now it'll finish growing up the tree. It'll go around to the spars. It'll be basically just a bundle of vines that looks almost like a bush or a tree when everything's said and done. The other part was we had to go from, we dropped a bunch of stuff in this yard, so we had to bring that stuff because we didn't have permission to go through their front yard. We had to take the stuff, drop it here and here, and then go through this gate, and then take it around, then go through that little gate, then fight through there, and then take it up to the truck. So let me show you what this will end up looking like when it's done. Let's check this place out. Take the walk through here. I made that name log. I took down a cypress tree, or a bald cypress, and it was one of their favorite trees, so I made them a name log out of it. Look at this place, so nice. All right, so they got a look at that dead pine tree. I think it's a breadstick. It's like falling apart. But what it's got going for it is this big oak tree where I could tie in when they actually have me do that, because I'm not excited about having to climb that thing. But there's no room back here. So look at this. This is chaos. This is the nicest place. So nice. The little sitting spots. A dead maple. So it was hit by lightning. Or killed out by vines, which is pretty likely. The vines will choke a tree out. Somebody's been pruning on the rose bush all weird and got it messed up. That sucks. I had these things shaped up. They've got a different fella who's some young guy who is doing it now, so more power time. I'm not a fan of the trimming stuff. So those. There's multiple little box elders that are in there that were like quad dominant little trees, and they died and they would be sticking out the top here. So all those were vines. There's some honeysuckle and stuff, but a lot of that is vines, and we just took it off and left the poles there so that the vines could stay standing and it didn't knock the wall down and leave a big open space. So that's their little thing that they do to keep their privacy. So that's what we did back over there to fix that. But oh no, inside there, inside this, look at that. You know what that is? Dang. So inside there is a locust tree. The chunk of wood's looking rough. And that's black walnut that's been like painted with something. The paint's flaking off. That's not the wood messing up, that's the paint. But the black walnut, and it's a table that I made out of a stump. I made them that slab out of some black walnut to put on top of it. And then the other thing here, you can see, it's just such a nice place. Just period, it's so nice. And then here's that cypress tree. I carved it into a chair with arms, and they put a little dog on it. I don't know if these vines are supposed to be up on it or not. If they are supposed to be on it, they can make their way back up. But for the purposes of my video, I needed to put it down. Yeah. So, neat little chair. Kind of cool. Yeah, so that's what that is. So that's why we did that with the other spot. I'll walk you back through. We'll take the shortcut on the way back through. I lost a Petzl micro pulley here a few years back. Every time I'm here, I'm always looking for it. It was gold, like it was so bright, like orange gold color, you know, the same color as a zigzag. It was that bright, so it's got to be here somewhere. The fake snakes that are always everywhere. Jim thinks he's funny. He's always freaking me out. But yeah, that is what that is supposed to do. So right now I am the reason it's so thick here, that's where it starts from. That's why that lattice is there. The vines go up into that. I don't know what it is, some sort of a weird seed potted thing. It grows, it's like, looks like a pawpaw banana thing. But yeah, hit this with the blower, and then we're done. I guess you guys can hang out with me while I hit it with the blower. gotta pack shit up.